Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... I am terrified of this series. Not for any reason that I think it's going to be exceptionally traumatizing, nor is it a horror series in any particular way. I am terrified for a very petty reason. So a while ago, around the time that I thought that because Temmie the Bad Boy was suspended, that suddenly that meant the Mutant Girl was then officially the longest running gacha series. And but I thought to look into that just a little bit more, just to verify for my own sake. And I came across a couple of things, when I look up longest running gacha series in search bars, no one's put that in there, but YouTube seemed to know roughly what I was talking about. So I think Criminal Minds came up there, which, for the record, again, premiered like a month after Mutant Girl did. Sapphire Wings weirdly didn't show up at that time, even though it was very much alive at that stage, but whatever. But two things that I didn't know of at the time. One of which was a thing called the Five Gods, which I looked into that, and the version that I saw was actually one that was that like started after Mutant Girl. But then I looked deeper into the channel, and the reason it came up during that is because that version was a reboot, or remake. Sorry. So the original version actually apparently started out in 2018, but had since been deleted. And the only record of that is like an editing evolution video of some kind that's on the same channel that has all of the dates timestamped and such. Um, so that was a very defunct thing. However, there was one other thing, and I looked into this one, and uh, that was when my face sank. So this series started on January 16th, I think, 2019. Mutant Girl started on March 17th, 2019. So this is 2 months older than Mutant Girl. However, the season one had finished by this point. There was a movie edit, and it seemed like that was done. I then looked into the channel as well, and it turns out that the creator had done like a Q&A of some kind towards like the end of it, but it also announced a season 2 that was in the works. The season 2 has not happened in this time, and it seems like season 1 was the true conclusion, aside from that one video that seemed to mention it out of the blue. So I live in fear of the day that this series returns and seizes one of my gacha titles for itself. But that's we're not going to let that get in the way of things. I did, you have my solemn vow. That's just me being extremely petty, and it has nothing to do with anything. I just thought it was funny to tell you a lot about this. That is the reason that I know of this series. But apart from also, I think I did that led me to watch a review of it, actually, or at least the start of it, before I got spoilers. I watched the first episode and forgot about that, but then continued, and that was where I found the channel of Gingerbread, the one who did like the Ginger Rated series from back in the day. And I think Gingerbread appeared as like a guest speaker in the Gacha Awards, but I might be misremembering that. So that's the connection there. But despite all of this, and despite the fact that I left with a very favorable impression of this, the first episode, and had full intention of continuing to watch it at some point, I forgot what happens in it. My guess, there's a Witch Academy. So that's as far as I can concretely say as at the time, as for the time being. So we are going to watch this, and it will be like I'm watching it with fresh eyes. I remember like one scene particularly. And we'll address that. But yeah, going forward, I was also partially stalling for time because Aiden was supposed to show up here, and he's not present. So I guess we're moving on. So let's see. Video file. Oh, also another thing about this that I forgot to mention. There is okay, that's not this folder. Keeps doing that for some reason. There's two separate folders that have like downloads now, and I don't know why that's the case. Okay, let's put this on the screen. Let's see. Okay, right. There we go. So before we get into this, I did another look into the channel, which is called Oreo for the record. And apparently in the About section, it actually says that Oreo has a history long before Gacha, actually. It's one of those like old school channels. I think the first video actually that I saw on the Oreo channel was from 10 years ago. So who knows? Maybe they've joined me and KW in the 10 plus years on YouTube club. I forgot to look at the actual first date of the channel creation to verify that. Although I go personally by first upload because I didn't know how to check that at the time. Oh, okay, joined July 22nd, 2013. Oh, that was 4 days before my first video. And the first video on this channel was, or I guess the first still public video on the channel, December 7th, 2013. So yeah, 11 years, pretty much. 11 calendar years. So yeah, that's a fun fact there, I suppose. But anyway, point is that the channel has a history long before this, and originally there was apparently Oreo accidentally became a gacha tuber because apparently it was just used like an experiment to see if any of their stories ended up being good for a series, and then the series in question took off, and so the entire channel, pivoted direction. As somebody who has gone through that with Aphmau theories in the past, I can 100% vouch that that is a very well documented phenomenon as far as YouTube channels go. That if a video does well, Sun is like, okay, I guess I do this now. So there you have it. I guess this is the. I guess that does mean as well that this was not created with somebody who was very familiar with the gacha community, which might explain a little bit why this stood out so much to me at the time that I first watched it. And also, there's another thing as well. Oh, Ghosty wants to be let in, so I'll send an invite while I prepare one of the things. Because I almost forgot there's something else that I want to show you about this. There's a lot of preparation involved in this stream, I must say. More than usual. So, let's see. Where did I have the thing? I forgot what I saved it as. Nope. Okay, here we go. That's what I called it. All right. So this hopefully will now make sense to you lot. This is a comment from the video. You could just be the second Midori. And of course, that comment predates, channels like Not Zoe, Rosie Closy, etc., etc. So yeah, that does go to show the influence of Midori stories. So this is not made by somebody who knew about Midori, but again, put in the same league, which I know is setting up a lot of expectations for this. But anyway, the Coker is the variation name of this reviewed video, Alpha Witch Academy. Yeah. This series is one of the reasons why I picked like the words witch and academy, because I knew that this was Alpha Witch Academy was an attempt for me to be like, okay, I need to put like things that will be like searchable for like a new secret channel in the title of something, and then eventually, because Alpha Witch Senpai sounded terrible, I then changed it to Alpha Witch Academy. So yes, that is 100% part of the influence. What ended up being the problem set up yesterday? I don't know, because I just tested with a browser that didn't work, and I'm on that one right now, and everything's fine. So I guess I was just having a bit of a hissy fit. Not really sure. But it's not having that now, so I can welcome in people. Welcome, Ghosty.
Welcome, Ghosty. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna be sitting in here watching the stream while I'm doing a homebrew.
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm guessing that's for
the monster. The thing. Yes, the thing.
Yeah.
Should I say the name of the thing, or should I let the thing sit until the thing is the thing?
That's up to you, because it's ultimately your series, so you decide what spoilers get talked about.
Okay, I'm gonna say one thing. There is one magic item that I've been thinking of all day that I have. It's wild magic cigarettes.
Oh my goodness. Well, at least one magic is controllable. I don't want to go through that character arc again.
It's controllable wild magic, and take 3 guesses. What character is selling them?
Better not be a teleportation skill. Oh no. Again, my knowledge of the extended cast of Monster Companion is somewhat limited, but considering the one that tends to acquire the rare goods, I'm gonna guess Justin.
Yes.
Okay, right, there we go.
Rolled with herbs from the Feywild, wild magic cigarettes, when smoked, have a 75% chance of taking the wild magic counter.
Ah, so does that mean that if someone rolls a D4 and they get a 4, it doesn't affect them, but if they get a 1, 2, or 3, it does, or something?
Yep. And then I
There you
get
go.
to go to
Nice.
the handy dandy wild magic table and roll a 1d100 to see what kind of comic boon and or punishment they get.
Yeah, is that what you're working on right now? All the punishments and wild magic?
Yep. Well, there are
I
some
see.
boons in here as well. One of them that I will spoil is that if you roll a 69, nice, a unicorn voiced by the DM will come down and offer you 3 wishes for solving its riddle and or paying it $50.
I'm interested that you specified voiced by the DM as if all the other NPCs aren't voiced by the DM.
Yeah,
Is that indication that you want like us to chime in with some of these?
no, I was just like voiced by the DM because I was looking at another wild magic table while I was writing a few of these, and a few of them specified voiced by the DM. Like, should I add that? Yeah,
Okay,
why
fair
not?
enough. Have you looked at the like Avantris one?
Yeah, I've looked up the Adventurous
Yes.
one, and to be honest, I'm stealing a few of them to
Yeah,
add
I
to
mean,
this
I mean,
table.
yeah. I was gonna say you gotta have like the last person you've killed in there. Like that's what that one. That one gave birth to Chuckles. We need to we need to see what that one takes us.
I also have that you roll a 1d that if you take the wild magic counter, it spawns a werewolf that you have to fight. Or you will be bitten by the werewolf and have lycanthropy for
Hmm.
then for the rest of the session.
Well, hey guys, I guess I'm here now. Doesn't specify a transform werewolf, so you never know.
Doesn't specify transformed werewolf, no, so you could be getting any old random Joe.
Hello, my name's Paul. Jacob DeVoy's the unicorn. Voiced by the DM, specified. Can't do it, unfortunately.
Yeah, that would spoil the riddle.
Yeah.
Because I
I mean,
have a long list of riddles and their answers.
hmm.
No, not that voice.
What's wrong with this? I guess it's similar to my Fred voice, wasn't it? Hey, it's me, it's Fred. Hello, everyone.
By the way,
I
that
no
voice
longer have a
kills
taste
me
for blood,
inside.
but boy, I do remember. Fred, my beloved. We never specified how many D's were in Fred's name. Maybe there's anyway. They could voicing unicorn spoil the riddle. Well, yeah, I guess you could just like send me the riddle and I can read it out in theory, but yeah, no, I don't I don't think so. Okay, anyways, enough of that for now. We got a Witch Academy thing to oh wait, no, hold on. Now wait a moment, let's go back to just picturing old-fashioned version, like a Mazmaker cigar, and the smoke is like purple, like a Creux de Ville has greenish smoke. Yeah, something along those
Yeah,
lines.
that's exactly what I was thinking of. It's like purple smoke.
Yeah,
And
it's just like it's
like
like, it's like what
I
it's like
could
what's
tell
like really long cigarettes or something. It's like, oh, you must try these, darling. They're simply delightful. Why are my hands bear claws now?
like Uh, not to spoil it, but during the start of not well, this isn't really a spoil. During the start of the campaign, since this is a future version of the current story of Monster Compendium, Justin is just there, sitting in the corner, selling these to anyone who will buy them.
How far into the future is Justin like an old man dumpster wizard now? Well, hello there, wee traveler. Would
No,
you care for some?
he's not an old man dumpster wizard. Instead, he's a 25-year-old dumpster wizard.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Close enough. Close enough.
He's still a dumpster wizard.
So, looking to enter the Monster Compendium, eh? I've seen many a traveler go in there and none return. Oh, there you go. Looking to enter high out of your mind world, eh? Yeah, I should have gone with that. You're right. Okay.
And, like, Justin will be like, "Hey, you want a pack of cigarettes?" And he's wearing one of those long coats, and he'll just open it up, and there will be a variety of cigarettes to choose from. The Wild Magic is just, one of his most expensive packs. You can even buy healing cigarettes,
Hmm.
which seems like an oxymoron.
Yeah. Josh says unicorn. The unicorn doesn't actually speak common. That's the catch. So you just have to make neigh noises. It's kind of like the Don Trotters in Minecraft Adventures. Just had to like subtitle neigh 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 neigh. Oh, speak of Don Trotters, we stalled enough, and now the voice of Don Trotters is actually here. There you go,
Nay,
there it is.
nay. No, no, nay. Nay.
Also, the voice of Justin. Hello, Aiden.
Hello.
So, did
Yeah.
you hear what we were talking about?
Not at all.
No, he joined after the dumpster wizard bits.
So the Monster Compendium campaign is being set a couple years in the future. Justin is a 25-year-old dumpster wizard selling cigarettes
Wait,
with
do I get to
magical
play?
properties.
Can I actually play Justin, or do I have to play original character?
You have to play your own original character.
Darn it!
Sorry.
I want to be Justin. I want to
Yeah,
roleplay Justin. It would be fun.
The chat is encouraging us as players to voice some of the NPCs, depending on how that's going to go. But
I mean,
yeah,
okay,
probably
here's the
not
thing.
very too many.
I wouldn't mind voicing the NPCs, but I don't know what the NPCs are meant to say. So you know, that's the problem
That
with
is the
voicing
issue.
NPCs in other people's campaign.
I did actually say, because this came up with Quest the Rising Sun as well, with all the cat girls. I did suggest to Vin that if he wanted, he could actually type out what responses the like NPC character would say, and then we could like read them out. So like I as Fred could read out what Vin has typed for me to say in theory.
Yeah, I mean that would work. Although what you could do is,
but like in real time things, not like scripted
Yeah.
beforehand.
Cruella de Vil shall poison all of your cigarettes with wild magic because she is Cruella de Vil.
I don't quite remember the song going that way. I think the meter of it got lost somewhere in translation.
but I will say, you could technically pretty much voice cat girls whenever, as long as it's just general role play. I guess if that makes any sense, like general non-plot based, technically.
I mean, I guess it seems like Vin's current plan is to get somebody else to come in to voice the cat girls.
Like, Vin wants me to come in and voice the cat girls, but it just depends on, like, what day this week you guys are going to campaign.
We're probably gonna
We have been talking about that.
We're probably
yeah.
gonna do it next Thursday, maybe. Is like not this Thursday, which would be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Next Thursday.
Oh, so
yeah, that's
by
what it
the
seems.
way, Aiden,
Yes?
I'm going to have to grab you later. But anyway,
Sure.
to the video.
Yes, that's clearly it. To the video, sure.
Alpha Witch Academy. Kidding.
It's not Alpha Witch Academy. It's
Little
just
Witch Academia.
Shut.
By the way, already two things that I adored about this when I first saw it, because at this point I was still thoroughly unaccustomed to actually thematically appropriate music.
Also, appropriate lighting, sort of.
But yeah, sort of. And also custom logo that fades in as the video opens up.
Might be a custom logo, but it's a little plain.
Yeah, this is around the same time as like all the intros that you would have for like the actual channel, and maybe a couple of them that might have been like custom intros of like very like high energy pop songs for the actual series anime style. Sort of what we do nowadays for the most part. I like seeing things where they will go like this occasionally.
Yeah, I will say though, just from a title standpoint, Witch Academy is kind of a boring title.
To some extent.
I mean,
that being said,
it gets the point across for the series, but it is also not too telling of anything.
Yeah, to search this up, I always type in Oreo Witch Academy on YouTube. That's how I tend to find this. Oh, okay, and also I forgot about this part. I suppose because of the fact the chat feature is abysmal in Gacha. instead of the usual workaround of captions, I guess Ori went the extra mile and went to with actual other speech bubbles. I wish more people back in the day tried this method if they weren't too fond of captions, because it really will help. Hopefully, will help with camera angles later. But I forget if they actually have them in this one.
They probably don't have camera angles. Up, foster
Hmm.
mom. Which okay, so just a note here. Foster
I know what you're
mom,
gonna say already.
foster mom should have a title. I hate when TV shows are like, oh
Need
yeah,
a
this
name.
is
The
mom.
title is foster mom. Her
Yeah.
name is something else.
Yeah, it's like give her a name, even if it's just a generic name. Just give her a name because I find it weird. It's like you're not actually named foster mom. Honestly, you could do something funny and like name her something like Fester or something, you know. Fester?
Well, okay. That's like, yeah, Fester the foster in brackets mum. That doesn't really work. I don't
I don't
think.
know, or maybe have her go by Mrs. Foster. There, funny, haha.
Yeah, there you
Foster
go.
mom has the last
Her
name
full name is
Foster.
Fester Foster.
I don't know. That's personally what I would have. I mean, I would have gave her a name, especially if you're gonna show her name above her head. Might as well at least give her a name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting enough, Aurora's name is not shown. So I think maybe that means that we're gonna have the name like appear and fade in at this point. That's possibly. Are you gonna? I also saw this, by the way. Without further ado, let's get to the boo. I think use that for a character at some point.
You need to hide your spell books, quick!
Are they here too?
Yes! Please hurry and do what I told you.
Okay, already I love what's going on here.
You just have a whole stack of spell books right there.
Yes, not only is there a whole stack of spell books, and also a lantern, alongside it. Okay, there's like an actual, bedside
Light
lamp
source.
behind, but ignore
Mhm.
that. But also we've established here, through things that we can actually infer that, saying like, please hurry and put your spell books away. Aurora is already a practicing witch. It's not like we're going to have in the case of, okay, she finds out she has powers and then goes to Witch Academy immediately. No, she's already been like invested in this, which already says something about her character. And all of that was actually, but also it says something about the larger world. There's clearly people out there that are able to go into people's houses and find witches, which means they're most likely a persecuted, category.
Burn the witch.
Exactly. And you get all of that from just a few very cleverly chosen lines of dialogue here. And I guess also that there's also like the vague like facial expressions of worry that you actually get from this. There's clearly a very huge threat, despite the magical powers that Aurora may or may not possess at this point. That is a fantastic way to open a show immediately.
To be fair, she hasn't gone to Witch Academy. Who even knows if she's a powerful enough witch to fight off a whole angry mob?
Potentially, I guess it depends like how much you can learn from just spells alone, which I guess is an answer that we'll get later on in the episode. So there's other questions that you're posing as well. Bear in mind,
I like the white hair mixed with the purple eyes. I'm not a fan of the eyes chose for her character, but I'm a fan of like the lavender.
Those are Bianca's eyes, the ones that like half of the people hate and other people don't.
Yeah,
I like Bianca's eyes.
I don't like the fact there's a cross. I don't like the fact that there's a cross in them, or like I say a cross, like they're divided into 4 quadrants. Like again, that's why if putting her in Gacha Life 2, you could technically get rid of the weird like quadrant, like the weird her having her eyes cut into 4ths. You could technically get rid of that with relative ease and keep the eye shape in the same vibe.
Like I'm pretty sure this was made before Gacha Life 2 entered the picture.
Oh no, I know. I am bringing that up. I'm bringing that up specifically for Bianca as the character design, not Aurora. But I'm bringing that up for Bianca specifically. But yeah, like I did actually use that eye shape for Allie in there because I actually do kind of like the eye shape. I just hate the way the eyes themselves, like the iris and pupil, the iris specifically is designed.
You've made your point. I think those crossed eyes will make her more suspicious people looking to kill her. Maybe. Again, we don't know how this world will function in that regard. This is peak era of gacha where like eyes, anything to do with them, can potentially mean, depending on the writer, that you are, a monster to
This-
society. But
the
but then again,
special-
we also have established
I
that
don't
Oreo
think
has
the-
not been privy to a lot of the stuff that was popular in Gacha at the time, and therefore might not have known to do that, or
Yeah,
might
but
have
I
not
don't-
been influenced to do that.
I don't think there would be a visual giveaway like the eyes, anyways, to tell if someone's a witch. Because then why would you need a higher spell book if anyone could just stare in her eyes? I guess unless you wear colored contacts. That'd be the
Which
only
may not
way.
be a thing in this world. Based on the way that
Yeah.
the characters are dressed, I don't think that's a thing in this world. I'm
Man,
pretty
I
sure it's
wonder
meant
if
to be
she's like a
set you know,
sorceress. I wonder. Wearing her sorceress cloak and stuff.
I think I just cut out there. I think
Yeah,
I think
also
my internet resets.
she's like a wolf person, which is cool. Oh,
Just
Jacob
gonna
dead.
close them down. Okay, I think we're good now. Don't make us open the door. Okay, no, everyone's frozen.
Oh god,
need
the
to wait.
screen's frozen. Can you hear me? I don't know if Jacob can hear us, Jagosti. Jagosti.
Jagosty.
Oh god, Jacob's broken. So is the video. Everything's broken. Except for you and me. Ironically.
Chat can hear us.
Yeah. So let's talk about. So let's start swearing, man. Okay. Fuck. Nah. Fiddlesticks, man. Fiddlesticks. Snitzel.
Anyway, while we're here alone and waiting for Jacob, do you want to hear of one of the magic items that will be in the Monster Compendium campaign?
Yes.
Okay, so
You should introduce Magic Cancer, by the way. Magic Cancer.
No, I'm not introducing Magic Cancer, but there is something called the Wild Magic cigarettes.
Oh, wild magic cannon! Oh god! What you smoke a cigarette, then you trigger the wild magic table, and you get something on there.
Yeah, but you
Oh.
have only a 75% chance to do so since it's technically a consumable item.
Can you get cancer from it?
Magic Cancer.
Can you get magic cigarette cancer, or you just get regular lung cancer?
I think you just get regular lung cancer, since assumably these would still, have nicotine in them.
Oh, that's fun. Is there a way to heal cancer in this universe?
That's actually a really interesting question that I haven't thought of.
Can you heal cancer? I don't know. Although, granted, healing cancer, you'd have to do like weird magic radiation training, because I feel like if you tried to heal cancer, you would just cause it to spread worse. If you just did a full-on normal healing spell. Healing spell! Oh god, your cancer has become terminal. Oh no, oops. I accelerated your cancer by multiplying it.
But these cigarettes are rolled with herbs from the Feywild. These specialty cigarettes come in a pack of 10, and if you smoke one of them, you have a 75% chance of activating the wild magic table.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad it's 75% and it's not. I thought at first it was like a 75% chance of it not activating, but yeah, I'm glad it's 75% chance of activating, because that'd be bad. It's like, oh man, I'm risking getting lung cancer, but it's fine. It's fine. There's like a 25% chance I caused something horrific to happen.
And do you want to know who's selling them?
Justin.
Yes.
Wait, can I voice Justin in that case, man? Give me lines. Write down lines for Justin to say, and I'll read them out.
I don't know. Can you do an older Justin? Or an older you?
I mean, I could try a little bit of older Justin, Sonny. Wait, how old are we talking?
25.
Well, I mean, he's 25. I mean, I wouldn't be imagined that much deeper. Like, something like a little more deeper like this. Hello, I'm Justin. I'm older now.
I'm older. I'm selling cigarettes.
I'm selling cigarettes, man. I kind of smoked a little bit too much earlier. Hi, what's up?
Like, he's not smoking them, he's just selling them. Aiden, you just sound like yourself. Yeah, I know, Bon. That's because Justin's voice is quite literally just Aiden.
Yeah, it's just me. Yeah, no one else has heard the Justin lines, so they don't know how Justin sounds normally. Speaking of Monster Compendium, if you ever want to go over that script and like annotate a scene and give like stage directions and then send me audio, I can edit it for you.
Sure. We're watching a live audition. Oh no.
Actually, I already got Justin's role. I've had it for like 6 months, 7 months.
Yeah, 6 months.
It's
Monster
been a while.
Compendium is taking a long time because I'm really depressed.
Oh, the Minecraft trailer. I'm scared. Have you seen the
Well, like-
Minecraft trailer?
No, to be honest, audition for old Justin, the colon P.
Colon P. Hello, I'm Justin. Although
Also, no, I haven't watched the trailer yet. I'm scared, justifiably. I've heard nothing but bad things.
yes.
And aside that, they're selling Minecraft fruit snacks at Kroger's.
Yeah.
So I bought a pack of them.
Also, Ghost Kitty asked who voices Sue, which
Oh,
that's someone no
someone
one
who-
knows on the
yeah,
channel.
the person who, it's just StreamYard. Oh, okay. Also, Ghost Kitty, the person who voices Sue, is, another social media personality, but at the other end of the bell pool. They are an animator, and someone who I am constantly nervous to talk to, and a significant other of one of the other voice actors.
Using someone's partner after you are used their voice, like, aha, genius.
Like, to be
That's
honest,
that's gonna be real awkward if they break up, though.
yeah,
it's gonna be real awkward.
I don't think they'll break up anytime soon since they're technically married.
Wait, what does technically married mean? Engaged?
Yeah, since they got married during the COVID era, they had literally had a Minecraft wedding.
Oh, are they are they having a real wedding eventually, or no?
Like, probably eventually.
Oh. Ooh, are you gonna go to that wedding though? Are you gonna get invited?
It depends. I've bought it already for like the Ulsif lines because something funky is happening there. And by something funky, I mean my computer died for 3.5 seconds and then like a whole half of my data was gone.
Yeah. Which, by the way, with Olsef's lines, have you actually got that VA yet or not?
I've poked them, but they've been a little too busy with other stuff to be able to record with me.
Yeah.
So I'm planning on just dubbing the lines with my own voice, and when I get the lines, I'm going to like shove them into the script. Also, Jacob is having I thought it was an issue with my internet, but the stream works perfectly on YouTube. It's just StreamYard.
Oh. You know, speaking of voice actors, I'm currently waiting on a single voice actor line that they missed for the next Fallen Angels remake, which kind of sucks. I have to wait on that because like the whole video is pretty much done. Like all the scenes are edited. I have it pretty much scored. I just need that one line to insert into the video, and then I can export the final video. And well, I can't premiere it because I need a thumbnail to it. But you know, besides that, on the production end of Fallen Angels. Jacob, you all right?
I'm back on Chrome now. I switched browsers again. Opera has failed me for the last, well, not for the last time. I'll give it. I'll
give it.
I'll probably end up using it again. I might use Chrome from now on just for StreamYard, but yeah. Opera as a whole has not failed me, but it has. You know, it's not looking good.
Oh, it's never looking good, is it?
Well, actually, normally it's Microsoft Edge that gives me the issues with streaming stuff. Opera's usually fine. Anyway, we got through 25 seconds of video, so let's let's see if we can bring down that bell curve a bit.
The Ghost Kitty is asking me.
Don't make us open the door. Hurry.
Okay, sure.
I forgot their name, but the Script Doctor episode from Monster Compendium, there was a little paper fox, I think, character. Can I ask if that character still exists in the story?
That's
Yes.
Kami, right?
Yes, Kami isn't going anywhere. She
how,
is.
how are you gonna actually do Kami visually? Like, are you drawing Kami or are you making them in gacha?
Yeah, I've drawn Kami.
Ooh.
Since they're a little
Kami
paper.
stills.
Since they're a little paper fox, I only need to like draw head movements for them.
Oh, that's cool.
I guess. Kind of sounds like Fluffy the cat from Ghost Girl.
You should draw anime faces because anime faces are fun on them.
What?
Anime faces. The anime expressions.
Are you insinuating that people would draw all over Kami if given the opportunity?
Well,
No, I think what he means is because you said you only have to do like draw different facial expressions for Kami the character. He's saying make some of those anime facial expressions because Aiden likes those
No,
when it's particularly in gacha. That's what he's saying. Not saying like people doodle over Kami's body necessarily. Well, that might happen.
I was about to say, Kami doesn't have a face. She's literally a paper fox statuette.
But wouldn't the fox statuette have a face that was carved into it?
No.
Okay. Gonna be a bit weird hearing Kami talk, but you know.
Yeah, to code the face thing.
Actually, no. Kami is quite literally an origami fox statue.
Yeah, but doesn't origami have a like drawn face sometimes?
Well, I guess in this case, would be more of a head shape, but not like eyes or anything.
Yeah, it would be more of a head shape. Like I imagine people would draw on Kami to like put tiny little kind of dot eyes on her. But I don't think Kami would appreciate someone flattening her face to draw all over it.
No, I can never remember the word of this in English, but in Spanish they're called comecocos. You know, there's like 4 triangles that you would make in something, and then you like put stuff on either side.
Fortune
of them,
tellers.
Like, open up. Is that what they're called? Okay. Yeah. Yes. I'm just imagining like Kami being one of those, and like the way that like talks is just the mouth just flaps.
Hey, not cool, man. I don't like being folded in this thing. Help!
It's like, yeah, people would fold and draw all over Kami if given the opportunity. And for some reason, that makes me really happy for no reason.
There needs to be like a slumber party episode or something, and Sue just decides to do that. It's like, wait a minute, why am I drawing people's faces? I don't know. Okay.
Sue tries to draw on Kami, but then Kami just jumps on Sue's head and puts her face onto the book. Like, ow!
I got Fluffy the cat. I just portray Fluffy, just a normal cat. It's gonna live with Shino after Yuri dies. He's the background character. Oh, so Fluffy doesn't die in the new version. Because I remember, I'm pretty sure they both fell off the roof.
Remember the human head cat? It wasn't that great.
Yes, that is that's what we're talking about, Aiden. That is Fluffy the cat. That's why I made that reference. Anyway.
Hurry. Take smell books. Why'd you put that up there?
Yeah, especially because the books did fade. So she went up to them. The books faded, presumably because she has them with her. Yeah, it's acknowledged. Yeah, I didn't need that one.
Hides under okay.
Maybe that would be a less obvious potentially.
Maybe, but I don't know. I don't think that's necessary.
Like you're a witch. Couldn't you use your magic to just make them invisible?
Maybe I have to go to the academy to learn that spell.
Well, who knows if you're gonna be able to find them if they're invisible?
By the way, they use a sound effect. Well, she would remember where she put them.
May I help you?
We're here to investigate for witches, ma'am.
I hate their eyes.
Okay.
I'm happy to see different eye shapes.
I mean, their eye shapes are fun. I don't like their the specific eye shape that they did, or at least the way they're doing the expressions.
Considering they have the exact same eyes as each other, I'm guessing that these two are father and son, actually.
Or the creator just copy and paste designs and changed it slightly, which happens sometimes.
I'm thinking more of like a Dale and Brian thing from Minecraft Diaries. Maybe the old guy gets drunk and falls under a well a bunch of times. You never know.
Oh. Get off the bed. Dang, the Salem Witch Trials be go crazy. Check
the drawers. I'll check the bed.
Oh.
In all fairness, hiding something under a mattress is the most obvious place in the world, even whenever this is set.
I think it's set in present day, maybe, but the Salem witch trials never ended. Burn the witch.
I wouldn't say they ended in modern day because they are wearing medieval armor and capes.
Yeah. Also, for the record, the Salem witch trials were not the only witch trials; they were just the most famous ones. So I guess witch trials as a concept, are probably, would still have been a thing because we might not be in Salem.
The Salem witch trials is also the witch trials that happened in England, I think.
No, they happened in Salem. Thus, they're called the Salem witch trials.
No, I was saying the Salem witch trials, but they've been happening all over the world. Different witch trials.
Well,
yes, that's what I was just explaining. They weren't the only ones.
Oh, the guards. Sir, I found herbs. You know, what if she's really into medicine, okay? What's wrong with herbs?
Well, they would have considered medicine still like witchcraft and witchery.
How dare you not want to throw leeches on people constantly, you witch!
I found a drawer of leeches.
Oh my god, is that weed? Is that weed? Harvey, where you at?
I'm not born yet, ma'am, but I wish I was.
Explain.
What are these?
Weed? They're my weed, okay? It's for my anxiety, God. Can a girl not smoke for her anxiety?
Depends if anxiety is a recognized medical condition at this point. Hysteria probably is.
Can a girl not be a hysterical woman around here and smoke weed? God.
I wish it's your birthday. She's cast me, witch, burn her. Have you been watching Redhead Begins, Bon?
Oh, I love her. I love her. She's amazing. I've been watching her. Burn the witch. She thinks. Burn her.
Yeah. It's just like, well, it's like, well, I mean, that sign doesn't say that. It's like, you know how to read. Anyway. I like Aiden.
Also, the Dobby, the cursed house elf ones are also pretty great.
Yeah, I forgot what the house elf's actually called because it's not Dobby, but it's something similar. Bobby. It was Bobby. The house. Yeah.
Those are pretty great too.
So different one. I guess that's the closest like Harry Potter adjacent content that you consume. Fair enough. So do you have a warrant for the search? Yes, my name is Warren. I said warrant. Sorry, my hearing is bad. Oh, I have some herbs for that.
Why do we shove these herbs?
You've healed my ears. How'd you do that? Burn her.
Also, is this Gacha Life or Gacha? I think it's Gacha Club.
This is not Gacha Club. Did not exist at this point.
Oh, never mind. Dang.
Yeah, this was from January 2019. A date that is embedded into my skull because if this gets season 2, it's gonna break my record.
Bruh.
Wait, I can't use the term brewing. I'm saying that out loud in my speech bubbles instead of thought bubbles. I guess it's the same thing as how do we have 2 videos in a row that make that same mistake?
They're my food. Nom nom eats the herbs. So good. I love eating random herbs. So crunchy.
You appear to have grown like a 3rd eye. No, I haven't. No, that's a birthmark.
Like
don't look at it.
Like just look at the guy and say that you smoke this shit. And if it makes you smoke them, then
Ma'am, is this weed? Ma'am, I don't approve of witchcraft, but I hate the fact you're smoking weed, ma'am. It's like, hey, how dare you?
Well, I'm sorry that you're not 420 friendly, sir.
We love drugs.
Making medicine.
So you know how to make medicine.
A woman knowing how to do stuff? A witch!
It's my hobby. I make medicine as a hobby. You know, everyone needs something to pass.
That's Doc's hobby. Doc's hobby is being a doctor. You know, because that's a hobby.
That was literally his job. Like,
yeah, it is. That's a joke. It's like no, no. I make medicine as a hobby, guys. I actually I give out pills as doc as a hobby.
I mean, that is a hobby in all fairness. Like at this point in the series.
I love.
And
I love
somehow I'm not sure what
pills.
terrifies me more: Doc's medicine pills or Ghosty's wild magic cigarettes. They're both
What do
equally
you
cursed
mean?
ideas.
They're great. You should have a medicine
Mhm.
table, by the way, Ghosty. Just
Like,
saying.
to be fair, like the wild magic cigarettes would deem useful in some like very specific case scenarios.
Well, that depends. But I mean, if it's random, then it's not only have to be the specific scenario, but it also has to be the thing that you want. Like the X-ray vision thing for the floor in Quest of the Rising Sun. Then things align.
She looks so defeated when she says, "It's my hobby" or whatever. Oh my god.
It's my hobby. Okay, I admit it. I like medicine.
Actually, no.
What can I say?
Medicine making is a very cool and useful hobby.
It is, sure. Just that it's not. It's just something that you seem to be like very embarrassed of.
For seemingly
as
no
if it's
reason.
like, yes, as if it's like a shameful idea or something by society. Like, we don't take kindly to medicine. When we get sick, we use our own antibodies, and if we don't, we die. I can just imagine in like medieval times, some sort of like Andrew Tate figure saying that real men don't take herbal medicine.
Real men don't do medicine. Real men are strong enough to survive. If real men die if men quote unquote die due to it, they weren't a real man. They were I can't say that word. They were a coward. Yeah, they were a coward. I can't say that on the stream.
The top B's don't get smallpox.
Real men don't die of dysentery. That was an Apple Oregon Trail reference.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the idea of dysentery itself, yeah, I suppose.
It's my hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Crushes herbs in hand.
In my hand, I've now become the god. I, the narrator. Yes. Do you not remember the rules?
What rules?
Mortals are prohibited from making medicine out of herbs.
Oh.
Wait, okay,
what? I thought witchcraft was okay. I guess this is also a rule.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Go on.
I'm just going to say this now. People have been making medicine out of herbs for centuries. What are you on about?
Maybe not in this world. I think because I've heard in certain situations where that sometimes people refer to non-magic people as mortals. I Think Wizard Waverly Place did that actually.
Like,
where it said like, it's like, oh, I'm not a wizard anymore. I'm a mortal now or something. That's.
Just saying, I've never really been a fan of stories in media where becoming a witch is like a genetic thing, or like you're predisposed to magic.
Like,
like it's either you're a witch or not a witch. I've never really been a fan of that story concept, purely because it kind of feel like it takes away part of the magic of actually learning magic and training yourself. Because it's either if you're a witch or you're a not witch. There's no.
Okay, you kind of lost me here. Why would being born with the ability to do magic mean you have to train in magic?
Well, I guess to get
like
good
what,
at
like
it.
all humans are born with most humans are born with the ability to walk, for example. We have to train ourselves to do it, for example.
I guess good, but like I just don't like the idea of not being able to learn how to do magic regardless of how you were born. I don't know, like what, like you had to be born a witch in the Vampire Diaries universe, in which that's always been a plot point that's annoyed me. I'm like, okay, but like, why can't
it's similar to non-benders in the Avatar universe, I suppose.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think it's cooler when you can actually learn a craft.
Yeah, I personally like it when there's both. So for Alpha Witch Academy, for example, there are some like witch families that do exist. And in a lot of the cases that this is, well, at least according to my rules, that means that you can end up. Some people go like the extra mile and try to like selectively try and like pair with people who already have like a lot of magical attunement to try and like rig the system. That's where you get characters like Rena, for example. However, on the flip side of that, you also have people who are able to decide to learn magic. They still have the ability to do that, and then they can in theory pass that on, if they decide to have kids or whatever. That's my preferred method of that. So, kind of like gives you the best of both worlds in a sense.
Anyway, I looked up what is medicine made out of, and the first Google on kids' health is that many medicines are developed from substances found in nature, and even today are extracted from plants.
Okay, yes, but we're missing out on the clues of this world. Mortals are prohibited from making medicine out of herbs, which implies if my witch versus mortal idea is correct, that means that the witches are able to become doctors in this world. Or maybe not, but maybe because they're hunting witches. Maybe they have maybe that's not the case. But it seems like some people are non-mortals and therefore allowed to, so they have a system in place for that, which is why they're familiar with the concept of making medicine. That's why she said that in the first place.
She
also, I guess out of herbs implies that mortals are allowed to make medicine out of something else that isn't herbs. That's a curious phrasing there.
Isn't most medicine made out of herbs?
Yes, most medicine is made out of herbs. So it's just mortals don't have medicine.
Except mortals can't make medicine, not
out of herbs. They can't make medicine out of herbs. They can make medicine out of other stuff if it does not contain herbs in the recipe for said medicine. They can use leeches, for example.
Oh, God.
Yes, I do love my daily bloodletting to cure my cancer.
Of course. Oh, my goodness. You gotta wonder how AIDS spread sooner if that was a common practice back in the day. Anyway, okay, so Warren the Guard, that doesn't see people to... Okay, yeah. We'll get more context clues after this. Oh, there we go. So there we go. Only the royal physicians are allowed to do this. The royal physicians, who presumably are not mortal, they have access to herbs, and they make medicine out of them and distribute them to the people. Probably out of a sense of, I guess that gives the royal family, a monopoly sense. That's where part of their wealth might come from, potentially. I started watching Sandlands on Disney Plus recently, and that was where they create an artificial scarcity of water. So the king has an unlimited water supply that, gets spread out to people, but there are, natural things, and part of the story is trying to find, a natural spring in order to distribute that much more equally. That's the kind of idea. Witch Doctors about the script. Now I'm just putting a rip-off called Witch Doctor. I mean, I'm sure that already exists somewhere. Maybe not of this series, but, of something. Why not? You dare question the guard? Witches are the reason why. Haven't you learned anything? Sir, that's enough. I think she understands now.
No, I don't think she understands. She kind of yelled at you. I don't think she understands, man. That's all I'm saying.
Even then, it's Aurora is probably a teenage girl. If you violate the rules again, you will be thrown in the
most
dungeon.
likely for series like this.
What?
Sure, I'll stop smoking my weed.
There are others who have made medicine. There are others who have made medicine out of herbs that were not royal physicians, and they were thrown in a dungeon as a result.
I'll stop smoking my anxiety weed. Apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, this is strangely nice for them. Honestly, with this kind of story, you think they would immediately throw her in jail, or try to get her to go to jail. Which is strangely for a story like this. I'm surprised they didn't immediately do that avenue.
I guess it depends. This is their equivalent to Scared Straight or something.
What if I'm scared gay?
Well, we'll see where the story goes in that way a little bit later. Let's go. Yes, sir.
Walk, 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 walk. Caca.
How inconvenient.
They find anything?
Only
herbs. I heard. Then why did you ask?
Oh, well, you see, she's just really stupid.
You really?
Yeah.
You played it off really good.
Not really. She almost got thrown in jail.
Yeah, also not to be that person, but it's really well, not really good. It's kind of sad of him that he didn't check under the mattress. Yeah, that was
What?
that was
Well, okay, to be
But yeah,
fair.
just kind of lucked out there because the other guard then like pointed out, the Brian equivalent pointed out the herbs, and then they decided that they didn't have to investigate any further. Which is weird. They didn't think like, oh, wait a minute, someone might be considering something else. They just kind of took their word. They took a word for the whole, medicine thing.
Like probably
And yes,
because
Ghost Kitty, that is probably exactly what's happening. You are correct. This is why this is what good exposition looks like, because you get that sense immediately, and you also know who you're rooting for and against at the same time.
oh, well, that's kind of a smart hiding spot for books.
No,
Well-
it isn't.
I imagine they sat on the bed when they're looking around. They're like, "Ah, this feels weird," and then they like look on our mattress.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
they
like,
reenact the
I like
Princess
my
and the Pea.
mattress firm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm a
Mount
manly
Aurora.
guard. I sleep on a firm mattress made of nails. In my armor, so I never get like jabbed. I don't know why I put the nails on there for, honestly. For most witches who are caught always hid their spells under there. Then why is it a smart place? If it's the first thing that that does what? Foster Mom, this is why you don't get a name. You don't deserve one.
Dang, Mrs. Foster, it takes that very mean harsh.
I wonder why they didn't check you.
Because they found the weed, man. They found my special stash.
My bed could hide that many books. Your bed is gigantic. It can 100% hide many books. It's also a double bed for that matter, and you're alone in this room right now. So yes, it has. You have given yourself extra space. That would be suspicious.
She actually, she has like a boyfriend, and like she turned him invisible. So but she doesn't know where he walked off to. So he's just forever invisible. So she's just like, when she lays down to go to bed, she's like, "Hey, boyfriend, I'm going to bed. You can lay next to me. I don't know where you are. I don't even know if you're
I'm
here."
imagining. Yeah, and meanwhile, the boyfriend like went downstairs to, like make himself some food, and he doesn't like hear anything. He wasn't there in the room at all. No, I'm just imagining now the old cliche of two people either having just done the deed or about to do it or whatever, and then like one of them parent or guardian comes in, it's like, what's going on in here? And the other was like, one was like hid underneath the bed or something, or they're like half dressed, whatever, like that whole comedy cliche or something. I imagine a variation of that where where like a witch gets caught with like their partner or something, and it's like dad. It's like immediately, I'm invisible now, and so like the partner has to escape, but then like because of that, the spell can't get reversed, so they have to spend like a whole day being invisible until they can like undo it later. That'd be like an episode of like a witch series, I think, honestly.
I mean, honestly, that could be a partial plot point in Alpha Witch Academy.
For example, if I guess if any of the characters decide to bring a partner into the room, then potentially. Although then again, that is very awkward considering that they do have bunk beds.
Woman, Miss Foster Mother, you are testing my patience. That is not a good hiding spot. That is one of the first spots they check. At least hide them under the floorboards or something.
Well, I think we're upstairs, maybe. So I don't know if you can hide them under the floorboards. Maybe.
That's fair. Yeah, depending on like how thin the inner stable actually is.
Did you cast a size spell on them?
Oh,
Yep.
okay. I guess we didn't get the I didn't get narration for that.
mean-
Just put them under the mattress. Cast size spell. I guess was not worthy of a speech bubble there. I don't know. Okay, nice effect. You're too smart. Also, the correct "you're" and the correct "to." And now we've got this wrong. Now we've got it wrong. Cuckles.
Oh no!
That name brings back terrible memories of a nickname I had in clown college. I don't want to talk about it. Ah.
Also, Bond will counter as a swear. Ha ha
I don't-
ha on camera.
I don't think that counts considering the origin of cuckoldry. But anyway.
Aurora.
I've actually been thinking that in the end,
It doesn't even
doesn't
matter.
even matter.
yes, cockles.
Chuckle's cousin who no one ever talks about. There's a reason for that. He was one of the people that didn't survive the house fire at the family reunion.
Didn't you not survive the house fire at the family reunion?
No, Chuckles
No,
survived the
I
house
screamed
fire.
in it.
Oh.
That wasn't how I died. I died because I was punched in the body by Gideon.
I won't be able to protect you from the others anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've been doing a bang-up job so far. You've been doing your best so far.
You see, I'm immortal.
I
I
think
thought
you
you.
know-
What?
would've
No
known that by
way!
this
You're immortal? Whoa! I am so shocked by this revelation.
Wow, this
You're tearing me
revelation is
apart,
so
Lisa.
sad.
Oh my god! Ah!
No. I like how everyone saw this twist coming. It isn't even a twist. It's just no, really? Twist.
No, this is crazy. I couldn't. Who saw this coming? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew the foster mother of the witch that isn't the witch's
I'm
biological parents?
supposed to
on-
hate witches like the others, but I can't do it.
Yeah, no, what gave that away? The fact that you were raising a child and have allowed them to practice witchcraft? That's like it's like somebody being like, "I'm sorry, I live in the deep south. I'm supposed to be homophobic, but anyway, here's some more Pride books for you." It doesn't work like that.
Anyway, here's some exclusive Pride merch.
Exactly. Who are you trying to fool at that point?
Because magic books need to be expensive.
How do you
I
buy
mean,
magic books? Magic and witchcraft is illegal. How do you buy magic books? Hey, yes, I would like your finest illegal magic books.
I have a theory about that actually. Which actually ties a bit to my family history. Apparently, my great grandfather used to have like a traveling library of sorts. Like he had like a bunch of like books on a wagon. He would have to like go in and like sell them in the town. So I'm just imagining like something the equivalent of that, where like some merchant comes in. Maybe like their books are magically concealed or something. They happen to know like who the wizard merchant is or something, because got like a huge like cloak or something like that. And so like every time so the guy comes around, like, "You're saying magic books? What magic books?" Like goes to the sleeve or something. It's like, "I don't see any of them." Does like a whole sleight of hand movement or something. That's what I'm guessing. So you have like regular customers. Basically, Eda the Owl Lady. I imagine the equivalent of Eda the Owl Lady comes in, someone who was like, get rid of their merch very quickly. And so they're able to, still make a profit. There we go.
Well,
Also,
okay, to
Ron.
be fair, with the Owl House season 1 especially, it was kind of inconsistent if Ida was in danger by selling stuff or not, because some episodes she was like kind of advertising herself a lot more and like being super bold and out there, like in front of everyone.
That's just in character for her.
Yeah, but in some episodes she was like, "Oh no, Luce, we have to be stealthy. We can't draw too much attention to herself." It's like, pick a lane, lady. Pick a lane.
It depends on what Eda calls too much attention, because that's a relative term. Anyway. As you have a book about magic and I have a book about medicine. Ah, we'll look for herbs in both of them. See how much they coincide.
Oh, is that the book where Doc said he read about black holes?
Yeah, I guess.
That was great. I was like, oh yeah, I've kind of heard about a black hole. It's like, oh yeah, in a medical journal I read. Yeah, that was the reason. It's great.
All right.
Doc is amazing.
Like the skit about Hazel's uncles that Red Badger's made, referring to the joke protagonist's cousin. By the way, I would point out I send people Evangelist clips all the time. Ghost Kid's not one of them. So Ghost Kid just went out and like looked up Evangelist clips, and I live for that. Anyway,
and I feel like you and I could be caught any day now. So I'm kicking you out to the streets. Leave my house forever.
I know.
But I'm good at hiding my abilities. You know, aside from today, you know.
Your weed got found, man. I don't know.
I'm just happy to know that a mortal still likes witches. I'll be the pinnacle of stealth, like a fight that falls out of one of our pockets, like oh, like that kind of thing.
Mom, I crying.
Are you okay?
I'm sorry. It's just when my son and husband were killed because they were witches.
This part feels a bit too exposition-y. Like this line specifically. It's been
They
great
would
so far, but
technically be considered as wizards and not witches because they were men.
Well,
yeah, it depends. In like
witches
some
is technically a
continuities, they say
gender-neutral
witches.
term, technically.
In some
Or can
continuities,
be.
they say both. It depends.
I mean, it's called witchcraft regardless. So, you know.
It feels empty inside the whole time.
Right.
I have like what?
No
That
vitality
dialogue-
left anymore.
I have no vitality left anymore.
That's a big word, man.
When I found you,
I gained all my
I
vitality
felt
back.
like I was alive again with a family.
I gained my vitality back as if by magic. It's like, yeah, I know, I healed you.
I'm so thankful that you're with me.
Now I want you to leave.
But I'm afraid of losing you like how I lost my two beloved son and husband.
My two beloved son and husband.
I both married and gave birth to different sets of Siamese twins. See, that's why they were called witches. All right.
Also, I hate how wordy this is. Like, she could just be like, "Hey, after losing my son and husband, I'm scared I'm going to lose you too." You know.
Okay.
That's
I feel like it's that like after what happens to name of husband and son, I'm afraid of losing you. That would be more of a case like because you must know what the names are already, like in universe. So
my two beloved son and husband.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like I keep reading that line. I keep reading that line over and over again because I'm trying to figure out, like, it would be.
I think it started out as like my two beloved, like like my two beloved family members, or
Beloved,
and then it became
I guess.
like
Two
like
beloved.
son and husband afterwards, like to specify that, and then it got like a bridge down.
I mean, I would just get rid of two. It's like my beloved son and husband. Even though that's still weird, but what's weird? You're like a daughter to me. Well, I could tell because she calls you mom, and you're called foster mom. I wonder.
You're like a daughter to me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Why?
Wait.
I'm sorry to hear that you value me that much.
Wait.
Okay. I think I know what happened here.
Okay.
So she's saying, "I'm sorry to hear that." About the line about the the husband and son, the two beloved. That's what she's referring to there, which I guess means the foster mom never told her what happened. So that's interesting. Maybe they haven't been like, foster mom and daughter for a long time in that
It was-
case.
Like,
But
I
I
was-
mean,
But
I just
because the last line
she
before
said,
that, yeah,
I'm
was like,
sorry to hear that.
it's the Bane meme again. It's the "you're a big guy for you" meme. It's the same problem.
You're
it's
a
the
big
following along
guy
with like, the
for you.
line. Yeah, exactly. If I take that off, will you die? It would be extremely painful. You're a big guy. For you. Yeah, that's the problem there. Just the line doesn't match.
You're a big guy.
Yeah, you see the problem.
Uh,
Wipes tears. I hate those certain actions being in the text bubbles. It's annoying.
I also lost my parents because of the same situation. Wait, hold on. Are you my
Are you my
biological
It's like,
daughter?
hold on. Was this the reason my father was absent for so long? Why he had so many long nights at work? Anyway.
I wasn't able to help them. They just kept telling me to run as far as I can from my village. Kawaii.
yes, I understand.
What is happening?
Yeah, this conversation is kind of like, going off the rails here.
I'm also thankful that I have you, Mom. Okay.
This feels, if this were a Disney movie, I would say immediately, okay, right, start the countdown. When's the death scene happening?
Oh no, Mom! Is that a person with a gun? No, Mom, you're shot! Ah!
So,
They invented guns yesterday, and they're just testing them on you.
Ghost Kitty in chat. This year I lost my dear husband Edgar. Quit telling everyone I'm dead. Sometimes I can still hear his voice.
Even though we aren't blood related, we're both family.
Yeah.
You could just say we're family.
Yep. Aurora. Are you gonna marry Aurora like you initially married one of your
I love
sons?
you so much.
Please
don't ever get caught.
Oh my god.
I'm putting a lot of pressure on you. I hope you can handle it.
Yeah, this entire scene isn't just
what?
fun. It's
I want you to perish.
While you're I want to perish while you're still alive. As in,
I thought it was like, I want you to perish. I want you to die. Like, oh god.
While you're still alive, that wouldn't have worked.
I admire the attempt at a slow open. It sets the pace of the story going forward. But
unfortunately, that's not a good thing in this situation.
No, it's not a good thing.
I prefer the bit with the guards. Actually, that says so much more about like the world at large, and also, how the characters react to the situation here. This conversation here we probably did not need.
This is such an exposition dump. I swear, just cut down a lot of this dialogue.
Like I thought this was kind of going to lead into the idea of like her going to the Witch Academy. There's a place that's safer for you than here. That was too close to call. It's time to make the tough decision. You're going to have to go to Witch Academy to continue your studies. Like, oh no, I want to stay with you. With you, I'm filling out the paperwork. Don't try to stop me, or something like that.
I'm filling out the paperwork as we speak. It's like, what?
You just see her just writing the whole time. It's like, I love you so much. I've missed you since I have loved you. You're like a daughter to me. My husband and son died, and she just sitting there filling out paperwork while giving
she finishes the paperwork. Like she goes to the window, goes and then like a raven materializes from smoke, and it's just like, I will deliver this, and then like it flies away to the Witch Academy, and that's how you complete enrollments. There you go.
So it's going to. You will, Mom. But please don't say that.
Please don't say that.
It hurts my feelings. Caca.
By the way, nice use of like these tiers particularly, rather than like the blue streak that everyone had.
I'm sorry, but you're dead to me.
I need to tell you. What? More exposition. Oh god.
I guess, yes. Like, oh, while we're on the subject, might as well like get everything out of the way,
Yeah. Oh god.
Uh,
What is it?
you see, guards have been going to my house constantly for checking for any witches. Is this not her house? Do they not live in the same house?
How long have you been here? How long have you been here?
How long has she been fostered for like a week? 2 days?
She's been fostered for a minute, for like 2 hours, and then she's like, I love you like a daughter already.
Yeah, huh?
I'm just anxious to be. We already covered this. We already covered you're anxious. We already covered this part of the conversation.
This is Reborn Part 1. It's happening again. I also really want you witches to do something as fast as possible.
Start a revolution. Kill us humans. It's fine.
Maybe she's gonna start the academy. Maybe that's how it goes.
What?
Even though that would be a kind of interesting idea. Like even if she's mortal, she's she's like reaching out because she believes in what witches can do, and even though she's not one herself, she wants to like pass on that knowledge and help them to, I guess foster their talents.
I mean,
and she teams up with the merchant from earlier.
That
there you
kind
go.
of happened in Legacies, which was a spin-off of the Vampire Diaries and Originals, where like the headmaster was someone who dealt with a lot of supernatural situations, but wasn't as supernatural himself.
Ah, there you go. That kind of makes sense. Yeah. Us witches. Man, there's only so little witches out there.
So Little Witch Academia?
Okay. That's not true.
That's true.
When my son was alive, he went to a witch academy. Okay, there we go. Now we get into this called Mogarip.
What does Mogarip mean?
I don't know.
Mogarip that name. Ayo.
I don't want to know what Mogarip means, and I don't want to look it up. Anyway, I'm back. Have there been any other
alcohol?
unhinged? No, it's not.
Oh.
It's a fruit blend with electrolytes.
You should get alcohol. On stream.
I mean, of all the gacha streams to get alcohol for, this one is, this one probably doesn't warrant it.
Yeah, I was about to say, we only break out the hospital. We only break out the alcohol for the
hospital. We only break out the hospital during bad gacha reviews.
We only break out the hospital for times of the great gacha. I'm not drunk already. You can't prove it.
We only break out the good stuff for the really bad stuff, like the next few episodes of Lion Gate.
Of the natural healing book is the other side of miracle drugs. Great.
Listen, I love my miracle drugs. I'll give you pills with.
We've noticed.
The great side effect table. How could that go wrong? Here's a Flintstone gummy.
We need to establish how many pills Doc has left in his inventory.
He has a lot of pills in that pill bag, man. He may or may not be a walking pharmacy.
Look, it's fine. I will just be, sleep much more soundly knowing that he has a finite supply,
Well, he kind of, look, he has a license. You just go to a hospital and get some more pills, man.
Also,
how do you notice the Moon Academy? Moon Academy is another great title for a series. I want to see an academy actually set on the moon.
I mean, that could actually be a Butterverse story.
It could. You're right.
That could be fun.
There's still Witch Academy standing on the moon. Yes, they hit it well.
There's only two
left.
Only two
left.
Which is why if we have a rival school at some point, we have an excuse now. Good covering on your basis. My son said that the academies are for witches at any age.
Baby witches.
They're mostly training witches there to become stronger.
For the revolution.
Well, actually,
and find way in how to make mortals and witches civilized again.
The revolution, like I said. We're talking about the revolution.
I bet it's Clivesdale Academy. Clydesdale and Loon.
Screw Clivesdale. I can't actually say what they say
What?
in
Clydesdale?
Hatchetfield, but screw
Clyde-
Clivesdale.
Those chemists,
Clydesdale-
we'll get them next time.
Clivesdale kind of sounds like Clydesdale, which is a breed of horse. Anyway,
I mean, well, we don't actually know what Wait, do we know what Clivesdale mascot is?
We don't. I don't think we do actually.
I mean, like we have like Hatchetfield has like the Nighthawk, so maybe Clivesdale is horses.
Could be. It's on the mainland. Got more room. Let's to go. I kind of want to ride by the Solar Academy and Lunar Academy. Wait, hold on. Actually, that does ring a bell. I think there's a series called Lunar Academy in Gacha that I seem to remember. Their mascot are just chemists, Clivesdale chemists.
So just a chemist man? Okay.
I guess.
like it says on someone having to wear that stupid mascot costume.
I mean, I think
Those
mascot
things-
costumes are kind of cool, but they sound annoying to wear.
Like,
Just put a lab coat instead, nice and breezy.
as someone who has not worn a mascot costume, but someone who has donned a full fursuit, it isn't the fact that walking around with limited visibility would be the issue.
I imagine you get really hot in costume, you know.
Yeah, you get really hot in costume, and especially when you're like moving, running, and dancing around, it can get really hot. So it's actually like preferable if you wear.
I got a
like,
question
cool
though.
clothes.
Where
This is why I have
do you
huge respect for furries, incidentally.
I got a
Put
question. I got a
themselves through so
question.
much.
Did you make your fursuit, or did you pay someone make your fursuit? And was it
Oh, no.
expensive?
I don't have a full fursuit. I have a partial, which is just a head and paws.
Oh.
For the full fursuit,
Oh, okay,
I
I was
borrowed.
gonna say. I imagine partial, which is like the back was missing or something.
it's
it's
just cut in half.
It's just a head, some hooves, and a head, some paws, and some feet. As opposed to
Fair
a full fursuit, which is, bodysuit, feet, paws, head. Like,
Yeah.
I borrowed somebody
Well,
else's
yeah,
fursuit
your
to
your
go
first
to
seller was a
worship.
your first seller was a cow, right? So I guess all you're missing was a tail in that instance. You'd be fine.
But the udders. The udders, though. The cow.
Well, it's an
I
utter
repeat my
travesty.
statements. Just with the tail, you would be fine.
You know, though.
I'm not changing my stance on that.
You know, though. Male furries cannot have a cow persona unless their persona is the opposite gender. Because
I'm just thinking when you said have a cow, I thought of Bart Simpson.
Have a cow. Oh, God.
Like, can we stop talking about this?
Okay.
Like, I was gonna say, I borrowed a full fursuit from a friend of mine who attended a con once. It's actually preferable if you wear a bodysuit that comes with built-in cooling.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Makes a lot
Because
of
if
sense.
not, you're going to get really gosh darn hot.
Yeah.
And there is no remorse unless you find either there is a furry unmasking room, or you could just full on take your head off in the middle of the convention floor, which is something I don't like to do.
Yeah, because I guess that kind of like breaks the immersion, doesn't it? So it's like,
Like, Bon, I
Well,
only
about that.
wanted Aiden to stop talking about udders before he gets weird again.
What? What's weird about udders? I love milk.
I also love
Cow
milk,
milk.
but I don't
I love
necessarily think
cow
that's an
milk. I'm
integral part of the fursuit.
Specifying cow milk.
No! The udders are not important.
I mean, sure.
That is what I meant by
I'm
stop
trying to think
talking
if I've,
about
like-
this.
Yeah.
Can we just move on with the video, please?
Sure.
I want to see more unhinged spelling errors.
I'm
Fair
enough.
Mhm.
Why haven't you told me about this a while ago? Apparently, you didn't tell me about a lot of stuff till now.
Yeah, not a spelling mistake, but it's but as a grammar mistake, why didn't you tell me about this a while ago? Would be.
Did I hit us
Oh
both
my
with
goodness.
amnesia spells?
Mhm. You've now tainted milk for me.
I love
Whoa, tainted milk. Whoa, whoa, dun dun, tainted
Listen.
milk.
Listen, whenever Aiden starts talking about milk, I can't help but to think of that one time.
the
Aiden
Markiplier
started-
thing.
Uh,
What? You brought it up.
What?
The
Huh?
Markiplier thing.
I'm missing context, but I think the ghost would
No,
rather
you
that
were
you don't
you were
explain to me.
there. You were there for that. I think it was
Oh.
on stream. I talked
Yeah.
about
Then I blocked it from my memory, probably for a good reason.
Probably.
That's when Aiden started talking about wanting Markiplier and titty milk.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense to why I blocked it now. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Markiplier's great, man. I like Markiplier. He's so cool.
Yes,
Sometimes
Aiden.
I feel I've got to milk some cows.
You know, just say I would never actually want to milk a real cow, though. Milking a real cow sounds scary. Animals scare me.
Like,
yeah, that's fair, honestly.
as someone who's milked a real cow before, no
Mhm.
wonder they've invented machines to do the process for them. Because udders are. It's like.
Scary.
Well, you have to bend down to milk the cow. You're suspiciously close to the back and front hooves at the same time.
Oh God.
You milk the cow from the side as not to scare them. You have to approach them from the front and show them that you're coming. If you just touch the udders, you're going to scare the cow.
What? No, that couldn't go bad at all.
Mm-hmm.
Some farmers have machines to milk the cow, but some farmers prefer to milk the cow themselves.
Yeah.
Personally, I am gonna fade into the back rooms.
Don't fade into the back rooms.
And I think we just scared Bon away.
Potentially. Oh no.
Okay,
Alright.
so why haven't you told me about this a while ago? Allegedly. My academy was burned to ashes. Oh.
To ashes, you say?
I didn't want you to know, so you wouldn't stress out about it and leave me. What?
Hold on.
What?
So her ideology is that all witches should hopefully be able to do something as they have the power to make a change or something, and yet for some reason now, up until this particular point, she's been like, no, I don't want you to leave me. I guess the guards was the final straw. It's like, okay, she's not safe here, and also she can do something about the world right now. Maybe that's why she's resigned herself to this. I'd rather not watch this, but I think it's more scary from a stream. Lion Gate mostly. We can go back to just talking about bad grammar and Witch Academy and stuff. Anyway.
But now I guess it's time for me to let you go for good.
But didn't what?
What are you talking about? Have you filled my paperwork already?
Okay. Stop. I've got to stop you right there. You didn't want her to leave, but you're gonna let her go. But you also don't want her to go.
I mean, I guess for safety, which is a weird conflicting character motivation, but I think it kind of works,
Yeah, the conflict of parenthood, yeah.
But I mean, I just hate this scene because the scene leans way too heavy into exposition and it's just so early into the video as well. We're only a few scenes in, and we already got such a heavy story.
Yeah, we had a very strong opening for this because obviously this is around the time in Gacha where even to the stage this happens, but narrators reign supreme at this point. The classic "Hi, my name is Aurora, and I'm a witch. In this world, such and such happens, and blah 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 blah. All the witch academies are gone now, and that's what I thought until this particular day," or something like that. We didn't get that. We just went straight into it. And that's been the advantage so far. Someone who hasn't, been around Gacha Tubers until now.
As someone who doesn't like either approach, I think scenes that are too exposition heavy end up well, as you know.
Yeah, it's not an
but
as you know
it's
in this
weird
case, but
because
honestly, she should know most of this stuff.
Because
they both should know these things unless Aurora has been here only recently, in which case this conversation has been it's been so long, I wish I could hold you more, but unfortunately after all this time together, these 2 days, I have to set you free.
But if she wasn't here for that long as well, it would be kind of weird if her foster mom's I love you so much, you're like a daughter to me. It's like girl, it's been 24 hours, calm down.
That's not that weird for foster parents.
24 hours is kind of weird to at least have to be a major plot point for professing how much you care about someone now. Besides on a
letting you-
surface level, of course.
I'm letting you go to Mogok Academy. Imagine if she's just like, pass. I want to go to the other one. What's the other one like? You said there was 2 of them. I want to see what the other ones. I want to know my options now.
The other
I want to
one
go
is,
to the orientation days on both schools.
the other
Make a right.
the other one is Hatchet Field. You don't want to go there. The silly's rating for Supreme.
Yeah, they're one of the cities like the sponsor of the school. They probably would be. Hold on, you can't just tell me this right now. You need to stay safe and stop these mortals from killing witches.
Start a revolution, girl.
I can't keep you here any longer anymore. I
But
can't leave you any longer anymore for any length of time.
But nothing's happened yet, except the fact the gods come in and
Oh yeah, other than the fact that you've like had so many
that's
close calls.
why.
God, this is giving Reborn Part
The
1. Where it's
people-
like,
We need to hurry. This is a very important thing we need to do. But we can! This is very important. But we can!
it's like, oh my God. Ugh.
Like,
This,
listen,
this operation is safe. It's only like the police show up every day to our house, you know. Apart from that, what danger are we in?
What do you mean we're in grave danger? I think we're fine.
Like,
Trust
it's-
me.
the thing about the good old-fashioned hero's journey template, which a lot of these gacha stories follow very closely, very uncomfortably closely. The
Which is
hero's
interesting
journey.
considering that they probably don't know what it is. Most of them are probably too young to have like come across that concept yet.
The hero's journey needs a restraining order against the gacha community. That's a joke. But in the titular hero journey or medicine journey, there's a thing called refusal of the call. It's when adventure comes to your doorstep, and for whatever reason, the hero doesn't want to go on it. And Aurora is right now refusing the obvious call to adventure, but but it's written in just about the worst way it could possibly be.
Yeah. Which does mean if we are following Hero's journey, we are about to get to the crossing the threshold part where she does inevitably answer the call. So, which means that this scene is hopefully going to be over quite soon. Because I used to live with 2 witches, yes we know. And I just brought you here with me randomly, we also know.
As you know.
Yeah. Soon the guards might take you in for testing. She probably figured that out, yeah. I need you to move to Mogop Academy for me. I don't know where that is. It's closer than the other one.
Oh,
Takes up. You had a map this whole time.
Wait, you just know where the Witch Academy is? Should we be concerned if they raided your person and found the Witch Academy map? Ooh, look, let's go genocide some witches.
Well, like, listen, I have one bit of magical dialogue that could probably solve this. Just go, my child. You'll know which way the Witch Academy
Follow
is.
the witch's path or whatever.
Okay, sure, but like that's also that also means that it's like either incredibly obvious where it is, or like they could follow anyone suspected of being a witch and they would find it eventually. That probably has more risk than you. And also, although that being said, it'd be really funny if she was like, "You'll know which way to go," and then like it cuts to like a scene later, it's like, "I'm lost. I went in a random direction. I'm in the desert now. How'd I get here?" I've been waiting to give you
I
this
just hate
to
the
you
fact that
today.
she has a map. She has a map, and I hate that.
I've been
It's like
waiting
she's
to give
immortal.
you this to you today. On this day that I knew would come, the day that I arbitrarily decided would be the day. Right
Okay,
now.
wait, I know how to fix
This was
this.
clearly well planned.
I know how to fix it. So she has a quote unquote regular piece of paper, but it's been spelled by her dead son. You know, so only a witch can reveal where the path is. You know,
Sure,
and then,
that's a good idea in principle. However, in practice, bear in mind that this is the same person who has been like narrating any complex like gacha actions. I don't think they know how to necessarily like edit like squiggly writing onto here. They've used like an effect for something like the shrinking spell from before, but I'm not sure if that's like in their wheelhouse.
Well, yeah, but you could just show her the plain piece of paper and it's like, only a witch could dispel it, and then like she hands the paper, and then she just says some incantation or like
or a
says
dispel.
cast spell, and it's like, oh my god, you know, and it's like it's a map now. You know,
Also,
I don't
That would
know.
make sense why the guards would not suspect anything. That's true. It's like the Marauders map or something.
Yeah,
Mrs.
I mean,
Mooney Worm shall
that's
pass
the
them
one
on.
way I would fix.
Congratulates
I was
Mr.
gonna
Warren the
say it
guard.
earlier, but I recognized that spell effect. I have a similar one on For More Wondershare.
Ah. Well, apparently Oreo
I
used Camtasia, so I guess it's probably not from the same set, but I don't know. I don't know if Camtasia ever... I used Camtasia like for like a week at one point on YouTube, and I don't remember seeing those effects, so who knows. It's the map to the academy. I know it's quite far, but you'll be able to get there tonight. Then it's not that far, is it? Tonight? They're saying that I should leave tonight? Yes, you've already been enrolled. That's how these things work. Yes. It will be slow tonight because it'll be raining. I know this because we have weather reporters in this, medieval setting that aren't considered witches. Only the royal weatherman / woman is allowed to predict the weather.
It's not. There's no weather woman because then she possesses knowledge, therefore being a witch. You know, it has to be a weather man.
Okay,
therefore not a witch.
Okay, fine. We just have like the. I'm just imagining like the equivalent of like a news report where like the entire town gathers round. And it's just somebody there in the town. Like they have like the news reporter sound of their voice, and they will continue to say things like this, despite the fact they're addressing a crowd of people in front of them. And then it just goes like, and now on to the weather. I see rain. You know. We need to make a series that is like this. It just has like Flintstone logic as far as like, trying to account for like things that would be like of modern day, but just like adapted into funny versions for the past. I don't know. So it's the best time for you to leave as soon as possible. What? It's the best time for you to leave as soon as possible.
So it's best for you to leave as soon as possible.
Your food is packed already. Oh man!
How? The guards just arrived and you just decide to send to this place now. How is the food already packed? Are you sure you're not a witch, foster mom?
Also, isn't that kind of suspicious? The guards are leaving after questioning the daughter who lives in the house, and she's already in the kitchen just packing stuff up for her, being like, ma'am, why are you packing up food for your human daughter, allegedly? It's like, oh, no reason.
No, yeah, she's just like, okay, just prepare this in advance. Like, okay, go. Boom, 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 boom. And like all the food starts floating around. The guards enter, and they all fall to the ground. It's like, the guards, yes. I was just preparing dinner for tonight, and no other time period possible.
Oh.
You can't just make me leave right away like that. How dare you? Caca.
Yeah, you
talk about the before Ghost Kitty, yeah.
Like, it would be smart if you probably told Aurora beforehand that you were gonna give her this map so she could leave, so she could at least pack her belongings.
Yeah, that's true. Then you're coming with me. What? She's not a witch. Why would she go to the academy with you? That doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Maybe she just wants her mom to hang out in the dorm room with her. Be like, hey, what up?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I can't carry my enrollment paper, but I can carry you.
Like, it would.
What do you think? Put me down.
It would be funny if the foster mom had latent witch abilities and just didn't ever study or practice.
Yeah, potentially. There's actually a CBBC series called The Worst Witch, which was based on the book series, where the main character's mother that's like relates all of her life, being mortal, then develops witch powers later, and he's like, wait, I can't handle this. I'm not used to this. That kind of thing. Anyway. Witches can only enter the academy. You mean only witches can enter the academy, right? I can't see with my mortal eyes.
What?
What are you talking about?
But then wait, how did her previous academy, die?
That's true, actually. Did a bunch of like guards show up and it's like, all right, everyone, start waving your torches around until you see flames start to. They're just all there for hours going. I want to see that now. I want a prequel of Witch Academy. Oh wait, no, because then it will longest running. Yeah, no, never mind. If I ever try to step foot on the academy grounds,
I'll
I
be
will put to sleep
burned.
for a century. Oh, is that why there are a bunch of sleeping guards in the middle of the desert? That makes sense now.
We don't know that.
So I have to go. Correct. Oh, there's the rain. I guess it has started raining. Thank you for
Like,
clarifying that.
why does it sound like a bunch of footsteps on the
Maybe,
roof?
maybe that's what it is. Maybe the guards called in reinforcements.
Or it's just heavy rain that's too heavy to be out in.
Yeah. Pack everything you'll be. Not for a witch. She is an anti-rain spell. Your horse is ready outside.
What, a
getting
horse?
soaked. I'll be in the kitchen waiting. Wait. Before I do, promise me you'll be safe when I'm gone.
Well, theoretically, since they're only looking for witches, the foster mom will be fine.
Yeah, it's like, as long as you take all your herbs and spell books, I will be fine, child. Just don't leave any of them.
I promise.
Good.
This is a Japanese home, but
I mean, we don't know what, kind of like architectural designs they have in this world. That being said, I'm interested in this prop fireplace because I remember I wish I remember this existed in Gacha because when I was looking for like a fireplace to use for the Christmas special, I had to like scroll down really far and free pick. That was the hardest prop I've ever had to try and look for, was the fireplace that Silas was giving fuel before burning his hands looking like a fool. Here's your food and water in a plastic bottle. Questions? Wait. Are you really sure you want me to go? Yes.
Yes,
It's for you and your...
you and your own good.
Yeah.
The academy is the safest place for you instead of here. Even though your last one burnt down, and I'm not going to... Your academy could be attacked at any moment, but there is no place safer than your home.
Hogwarts! Ain't no place safer! Oh no, Hogwarts!
That's kind of the oxymoron of magic schools.
Yeah, it's that they're simultaneously the most fortified places, but also the most targeted because of that fortification. Anyway, I understand, but I still want to communicate with you while I'm there.
Don't worry,
Okay.
they'll give you an hour. I can send you. That can send me your mail. That's
Either that, or they're
a
gonna use like the fireplace or something with flue powder. They might. That's why there's a fireplace here. That could be it. I was hoping you'd say that. Now she just chuckles correctly. Here, this should be my husband's. Ah, my hand! It's a magical ball. Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
how is-
Yes.
Wait, the foster mom can't use magic, so how is she? Unless the magic ball is an inherently magical item that can
I
float
think-
on its own.
I think it's an inherently magical item that can float on its own. I think it just had it up her
Like-
sleeve the whole time.
No, it just appeared. If she had it up her sleeve, there would have been narration for.
Oh yeah, that's right. Takes out of sleeve. It lets us send each other messages through it. Wait, so that means you have to keep another version of the ball with you? doesn't that mean that you'll still be a target? Imagine if the ball starts glowing whenever the guards show up next time and you hear Aurora's voice through. What are they going to think at that point? This is not a good plan. Just touch it, say something, then let go to send it. It will come crashing through the walls of my house and it will, interrupt everything and cause a ruckus in the town. This is the most discreet plan ever. Easy as that. How about you? It's okay, I have one myself. Which is worse. Oh, so apparently her one is able to go invisible and be summoned above it.
Like, assumably this one is able to be summoned as well. Are we sure the foster mom isn't a witch?
No! She makes food way too quickly and summons magical balls from the ether. I'm not convinced at all.
Also, by the way, summons magical balls.
I'll message you every day, so there's more of a guarantee that the guards will come back and discover this because of how circadian rhythm works. No, it's fine.
I don't want to distract you from your lessons.
She'll message you after the school hours, obviously. What do we expect?
Fine.
Let's go. Oh, I guess they don't collect the balls, they just ram their heads into them. Please be careful out there.
I like that there's actually a horse, although this horse is kind of funky looking.
I've used that one before, actually, in the Young music video, which means I got right this reference now. You're a crazy effing horse that's on the run from the police. There you go. It probably is on the run from the police to the guards. I'm picturing the really cute image of the foster mum and her husband using these orbs communicating with each other while husband was out working, maybe as a guard. That would be extra ironic if he joined the guard, but the guard was hunting for other witches. That would be a huge twist. Maybe that's why the other guard was so nice to her, like the younger guard. Maybe the younger guard is actually a witch himself. He doesn't want to tell his father.
Either that, or he's trying to save other witches from having the same fate.
Yeah. There's still cryptic souls roaming around the land. Cryptic and land in the same speech bubble. Oh, hold on. I just realized now. I forgot to mention that we did actually at some point go into regular chat bubbles versus other ones. But on top of that, actually, we have green screen rain, which I think might have been the first iteration of that I've, or at least the earliest one I've seen in a gacha video.
Wasn't the other one, the gacha we watched the other day from Meteor Stories earlier than this, or no?
Oh wait, no, yeah, you're right, it was.
These are screen screen in that one episode.
Mm-hmm.
That,
yeah.
2 shots, I think, in that whole episode.
I will. Good. Are you sure you got everything? Gets on the horse, it collapses. Yeah, I'm fine. I got everything. Yes, Mum. You asked too many questions.
The whole scene was too long. Is this whole episode just gonna be us building up to the Alpha? I was gonna call it the Alpha Witch Academy, the Witch Academy, the Alpha Witch Academy.
At least with Alpha Witch Academy, I had like one scene before we got to there. Although, admittedly, then like I did fall to the temptation of the narrator at that point. But oh well.
Also,
you asked too many questions, like how my hair sticks out from my hood in several places, including the pigtails.
Also, I will say, Alpha Witch Academy has a significantly faster pace, and we also didn't have a foster mom that gave us totally unnecessary exposition about her family also being witches. And
yeah, but like, here's the thing about the foster mom: if the foster mom doesn't come back, I don't know what the point was giving all that personal exposition about the foster mom. Or at least on the high amount we had, like getting maybe
that's implying that the foster mom doesn't come back, and I can't verify that because I haven't seen.
Yeah, no. Saying if the foster mom doesn't come back, the heavy amount of exposition we had was extremely pointless because it's like we had very heavy and unnecessary copious amounts of exposition for a plot point or like a character that potentially doesn't even come back.
Okay, well, if she doesn't come back, then we can assess that at the end of watching all 10 episodes. Because I think there are
Well,
10
I'm
episodes.
acknowledging. Well, I acknowledge it now, just in case that does happen. As a potential possibility.
Goodbye, Ra. I love you.
I love you too, Mum.
Oh.
Gets on the horse. We wouldn't have guessed.
Nay.
I'll
I'll
send
send
you
you-
a message when I'm there.
Please make sure it's still nighttime when you do so. The guards don't check until the morning. Oh, wait. I'm going now. Bye. Bye. I'm leaving. Bye. I'm really
sweetheart,
going.
I love
Don't
you.
yell! Don't yell! You're trying to sneak in the dead of night.
All the houses are still like have their torches on or candles on.
Burn the witch! She's escaping.
Yeah. Please stop them, Aurora. To find out why Aurora has a wolf, possibly cat ears, as he's used as both. Nope. That might just be a hairstyle at this point.
Yeah, I think that's just a hairstyle.
Yeah. An hour later.
Dang, girl's gonna be soaked.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, but I'm surprised she hasn't used like a spell of any kind. Maybe she, again, go learn that in the academy, I suppose. I've been out for an hour now.
Well, we just
Only 2.5 more hours. 2.5 more hours later. What's that? Hopefully it's the is it the guards again? But it turns out it's the good guard. Stay here. Stay here, horse that is probably not super tamed.
Oh, walk back to the same background, but okay.
Okay. To Oreo's credit, at least there was like a fade beforehand, so it wasn't like an immediate like jump cut. Oh, the horse is gone. I swear I heard something over here. Maybe I'm hallucinating.
Oh my god! It's a cryptic land character, probably.
It's a cryptic soul. Okay, yeah. Okay, you know something that thing. Not sure if this is the best, way for this story to go. Only because the conflict between like the mortals and witches, like this, like steeped into like society and traditions, and probably has like some like political leaning towards it. That's like more of a complicated idea than just a case of like, oh, you can use this magic to defend from cryptic souls that presumably go after everyone. It's kind of like a case like, oh, there's infighting, but winter is coming or something. Which can work in certain cases, but I'm not sure if that's the entire point of this or not. It's like it just seems that the could also come and know it's like, oh no, we need a concrete bad guy. And people know what I think of that, as I've mentioned it many times. A cryptic soul that says cryptic soul on top of it. And then my mum warned me about cryptic souls. You must be a cryptic soul. Where's our spellbook? I can't believe this right now. Hopefully the spellbook is waterproof, because otherwise all those pages are, the ink's gonna wear off.
It's magically waterproof, obviously.
Reads a certain page. I like how out of all the spell books that she has in her bag, she managed to fish out the correct one on the first try. And the cryptic soul goes by like anime magical girl rules, where the bad guy has to wait for the transformation sequence to be over before doing anything.
Well, that wasn't a transformation sequence. That was a spell.
I know. It's more of it's me thinking like what are the villains doing during this entire sequence? That's what I was getting at.
Well, and also, most likely he isn't the main antagonist. I mean, maybe there's another antagonist controlling him.
It doesn't have to be the main antagonist that follows those rules and has to wait for stuff to happen. It's every single one of them.
Like, I was editing a scene of magic, and Aiden was watching me, and I actually had it so that the character is running towards Justin, and he casts the spell as she's running,
sucked out,
so that he
out her
can
soul.
catch her.
Yeah,
sort of. Her eyes went white. It was terrifying, man. Terrifying.
I've seen too many white eyes in Monster Compendium already. That's only because I've been shown a bunch of like the preliminary editing bits. That's why.
with the editing the eyes out, I'm not doing that anymore. It's taking too much time, and I am one person.
Yay!
You know what? Finally, it's
Like, I'm saving the animated eyes for what Aiden suggested, which is kind of like special small portions.
Yeah, that's fair.
I kind of like the Cryptic
That was
Souls
easy.
design.
Stupefy. Anyway,
That was
But
easy.
it looks like it used to be a villager.
oh my god. Sure. Wait, sure. Oh god, that one voice I did.
So that's how they decease. I never heard like the word used like that, but I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
That's how they disintegrate.
I was gonna say why is she walking that direction, but no, her horse was back there.
Honestly, okay. My best guess of why that scene was in there probably was just to kind of give a vibe that the world is potentially dangerous outside of it and show off some of her witch magic stuff.
This is true, but that
Probably.
also makes the expedition even more pointless because the mum warned about cryptic souls, and we then saw a cryptic soul afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, all the mom had to do is like be careful. There's stuff out there that's dangerous, and then have the cryptic soul pop up.
Let's don't stop anymore and keep on going. Let's don't stop, everyone.
I hate this. I hate this so much. I want to rip out my eyeballs.
Little Blue Riding Hood about to eat. You know, honestly, she's more of a Riding Hood than Real Red Riding Hood because at least she rides something. Little Red Riding Hood rode nothing.
Although, what I don't get about this world is how come witch racism is like the primary focus when like literal demons are roaming the earth? I mean, I feel like that's more.
That's another
concerning.
point. That's why I was saying that the cryptic souls thing kind of ruins that idea. That's why I was like the humans versus witches thing. That's why I was like, well, you give yourself like a concrete thing that's like, okay, you know, darkness and corruption. That's like a force of like pure evil. And that becomes like less nuanced and that just.
I mean, I guess there could be like an
That was good
evil
for me.
witch that technically inspired the racism by corrupting people, maybe, and then like it
That
kind
could
of like
be it, yeah.
helped kickstart or like made the witch racism that may have existed but a lot worse. So then it's
You'd
like
have thought that would come in the conversation beforehand, but yes, that is a good option.
maybe
Some stuff was saved. Oh, nice fade up as well. Hold on, I'm kind of tired. I think we should.
You're riding a horse.
Let's stay here for the night. The night you left at night, and now the sun is rising. What do you mean stay here for the night? It's the day. Can you feel the love this afternoon?
Oh, this morning, the timeline is vague.
I'm going to cast a tent. I cast tent at 3rd level.
You didn't have to have say she cast a tent spell. You just have her like stand there and cast a tent spell. You don't have to say she's going to cast a tent spell.
Yeah,
or
just have her say an incantation. I don't know, like Tentori or something. Levitato.
What? It's a horse. It's a horse.
Wake me up when it's morning. The horse is like, wake up, it's morning. Like prod with a hoof.
I think it's still meant to be night, technically. Just the background doesn't really look like it, which, you know. But regardless, but this is just something I'm bringing up. But, like, also, why are you acting like the horse is sentient? Like, the horse is, like, humanoid. The horse is just the horse.
Maybe that's the thing that witches can do, is they can communicate with animals.
No.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, my character has witch blood apparently.
Like at that point, it kind of works by Kiki's delivery service logic, to where Kiki can understand Gigi the cat because she is a witch.
Yeah. Until like one portion towards the middle, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, that's fine again."
That depends on what dub of the movie.
Oh, fair enough. The one that was on Netflix. Anyway, perhaps the cryptic souls are only attracted to the aura of magic, as an almost I've never seen them. I mean, they're aware they exist because the mum, who was a normal civilian, knew about them and warned
the
her.
mom who claims to be a normal civilian.
Okay, yeah, sure. Maybe she like renounced witchcraft when her like when her two beloved son and husband died, and was, like, able to just drain herself of powers and then regretted it. I don't know.
I'm
Right.
going to
That
sleep.
doesn't
Wake
make
me
sense.
up before you go. I'm at the union, but don't wake me up.
Before
You
you
are.
go.
Like, you are aware you're technically supposed to tie up your horse because your horse is a wild animal and could wander off on its own.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The horse is gonna wake her up, remember?
Mhm. Yeah. Wake me up before you go. The sun is out and I am really slow. Oh, there you go. See, it does acknowledge it. There you go.
Reverse it, please.
Sunday Horseman morning.
I am a
Morning.
horseman, I agree.
Why is this horse so sentient?
Wait. Okay. So she left at night and was assumably
Well, the background's brighter now, so you know.
Does
no.
the horse have a concept of what time morning is versus like the sunrise?
Also, Aiden, I was about to say she left at night and was traveling for for like an hour, and then just stopped somewhere.
And slept for 3 hours. So wait, what time did she leave in the morning? Did she like leave at like what? She had to leave like at like 5 in the morning.
No, she left at like midnight.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but if she only traveled for an hour, how would that work? You only travel for
That
an
doesn't
hour.
work.
Like
What-
sunset, like the sun goes up like around like 6 o'clock. It's 6 to 7 o'clock in the morning. She only slept for 3 hours, meaning she had to leave.
That actually depends on like what season it is.
Like around like maybe 3 in the morning, 4 in the
Like,
morning.
We have no idea what time it is.
Yeah, if this is like if the academy's in session, you can presume it's not summer. So that means that the sun will rise and fall at later times. Or sorry, it'll fall at earlier times. It'll set at earlier times. It'll rise at later times. So there is a bit of leeway there. But also, ultimately, it doesn't actually matter when, like, what time she set off. She says that she only slept for 3 hours. The sun was already out by that time anyway. She slept for 3 hours, and the horse arbitrarily decided to wake her up now. I'm not sure if the horse is knowledgeable of our clock system.
Background, the sun was meant to be down, but you know it didn't look like it. That's what the
that's
narrative is.
that's the real problem, that it wasn't down. The issue of like when she set off at night is irrelevant. The problem was that we saw that the sun was out.
Here's a tree, the weed.
It's a carrot, Aiden.
Bring her
you
back
would
the
guess-
weed.
Okay,
It's a
she
carrot,
was
Aiden.
It's a carrot. Wait, you were given a picnic basket as rations. Did those rations include carrots for the horse?
It's a magic carrot.
I guess, or maybe it was carrots for her, and she decided to share, you know, the bounty, I suppose. Now I need to take this away. Good thing I took all my stuff out the second the horse woke me up, and I slept with my pack on my back already. Tentore Destructo! Man, that horse is very comfortable hopping around rocks. Again, speaking for spirits of Minecraft adventures, they don't like going up hills.
That horse is very slow. So also,
yeah, it's gonna take longer than the presumed 3.5 hours to get there. Oh no, it's been burnt. It's been like destroyed already. Hold on. This is where the last battle was at. I recognize the site, considering that I wasn't there. I like it's just called the last battle, not the battle of name of place. Oh, we need to go through here. Is that it? Come on, it's right there. I got the horse knew where to... It's bigger than I expected.
Yeah, I love looking at this huge skull.
I'm guessing we're going to get like it's going to cut to the visual of it. I'm here with other witches, Mogrip Witch Academy. There we go. See?
Oh, I wonder how is the school? I guess the school's been not. How has no one found the school, man?
Apparently, yeah, I was gonna say, is it invisible to? Apparently, it's invisible to mortals. So,
I guess, but like, dang, like no one's ever tried to build on these hills, man.
we're hiding because we are strong. Witches together strong.
Wait, who is talking? Who?
Headmaster Caesar of Witch Academy.
Man, hopefully he doesn't get stabbed. We're misunderstood. I mean, fair, but like, dang. It's not our fault.
Is this like positive affirmations for witches?
Please help. That's not a positive affirmation.
Yeah, never mind. I guess not. I guess not. I take it back. There you go. To be continued.
That was a not good pilot episode.
I don't know about that. There were some bits in this that were really good. Like I said,
Like,
you know, you want to put your best foot forward for the opening
episode could be
scene.
arguably good, like half the episode, but like honestly, like once we hit probably the midpoint of the video, like after the search part happened, and the guards left, straight downhill.
Yes. So that's what I was. That's what I was gonna say. The stuff that this did well was like I feel like everything other than that one scene. So because like the guards bit, you know, even back then, that's what like drew me is like, okay, there's actually something here, and people clearly gravitate towards that. You know, calling someone the second meadery, that's the next meadery, that's no small praise. And also from that point onwards, we've, you know, I mean, as much as I don't like the cryptic soul idea, we at least got to see like a little bit of like an action sequence there. Again, a rare thing to see in Gacha at the time that was not just, you know, kicking someone on the ground, you know, scratches on the face, you know, you got like, you know, kicked in the stomach or something. We've got magical effects, we had sound effects, we had appropriately themed music, and we had a bit of a journey. And we saw, like, even though we mocked that whole last battle sequence there, like, how should you know that? It was at least an idea of, like, okay, there was something that happened at this particular point. And, you know, there's other parts of this place that I have history to them. There are still things that have been hinted at in this one. If it weren't for that scene in the middle, I would, you know, they'll be giving this, like, a far higher rating than, you know, I guess we are at the moment.
I don't know.
That did derail things, but it's not with the rest of it is not without merits. That's what I'm trying to say.
The problem is that scene in the middle was like super long in relation to the rest of the video. Like that was probably like the scene in the middle was like I'm pretty sure the longest scene. Like
my two husband and son.
Yeah, it sure felt like the longest scene. Whether or not it actually was, it probably was, but it regardless, it felt that way. So I do understand that.
And it just felt like a person like trying to write something, being like, I want you to care about this without us.
And unfortunately, we already did. They overcompensated. I already cared about the characters after like the guard scene.
Care about something if I want to care about something, creator. Don't tell me what to do. I'm a rebel.
After the arrest you go, gent. Anyway,
the labor of like the writer anyway. I guess the showrunners always make you care about, you know, things.
Yeah, but like the creator don't tell me what to do. The creator can't yell at me to feel stuff. Like, I'll feel stuff and I want to feel stuff. I'm a rebel. Anyways, but no, like
I was
that
gonna
scene...
say how I would have.
Yeah.
How I would have personally ended this video is that I would have had her, you know, leave home, establish her riding on the horse for a while through probably some sort of clip show of her traveling, probably through the woods, like through a few different terrains. This video already had some of that, but I would have had her like reaching a point to where like the magic school she was going to in the distance. And do a panning shot of us getting, like, the first good look at this magic school. Establish a location from the outside. Instead of having us stop at some random battleground somewhere.
I do like the battleground part just on the basis of, you know, it actually does cement that, you know, to travel through this particular world. It's like, okay, there's like a few journeys in place. There's a few interesting places to see outside of just the academy. Because hopefully we won't just be stuck in the academy for the rest of the 10 episodes. There'll be something else that they'll do at some point, maybe like an excursion of some kind. You never know. They might get brooms
Wait,
to
how many
fly more easily to other
episodes are in the series?
Pretty
total?
sure it's the standard 10.
Ooh, then that also is kind of going to be a potential issue because keep in mind, we haven't actually been to the school yet. And if there's only 10 episodes, that leaves 9 episodes to explore the school, which, depending on how you use your time, can work. But
I was going to say,
the less episodes you have in general, the more you need to allocate some of your time.
Well, it depends on what you need to establish. I feel like there can be 1, maybe 2 episodes establishing the school, some of the classes, and how it works, and then you can have the rest of the time dedicated to whoever you meet in those episodes. Living through the school and the rise in the action of what was I gonna say? The actual conflict and how maybe the humans might actually just start discovering stuff, the mortals might, and some sort of brewing conflict. You don't need to say okay, this school will take 9 episodes to establish everything within it. That feels a bit too much, especially because
I'm bringing that up from a narrative standpoint because keep in mind you have the weird demon things, the weird cryptic souls. You have all that, and that's like a potential whole bucket of lore depending on how much you have for that.
I don't know about that. That feels like a case of like a conversation, like a history lesson.
Yeah, also the human racism. I don't know. I mean, honestly,
which has already been established.
Yeah, but you have how expanding on that and how if the racism goes away, if the racism gets worse, how the racism affects the larger plot besides just being at the school. Because they have to leave the school to affect the racism plot because assumably there's no humans at the school, therefore the racism can't progress or like change at all while inside the school walls. Outside of school, racism plot can't progress. Much like potentially the cryptic soul as well. The cryptic souls may or not be able to progress. The plot may or may not be able to progress inside the school, depending on if they're allowed to, unless they break in at one point.
I feel like it's almost a universal concept that if the school is enchanted enough to protect against threats from the outside, that honestly, 9.97 times out of 10, the main characters will sneak out at some point for some reason and encounter said danger.
Yeah, that's almost like a Harry Potter staple.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just wonder how the stories act, what the main focus of the story is going to be. If it's going to be the human racism plot, or if the human racism plot. I say racism, which racism, whatever. If that whole plot is going to be the main focus, if this weird demon plot is going to be the main focus, or we're just going to go into witch school shenanigans, because it could go either way. Because sometimes with shows like this, they drop some plot points sometimes with some shows with their pilots.
Most shows that I've seen that juggle these subplots will dedicate a handful of episodes, in different orders of succession to each of those different concepts to further them forward.
Well, I mean, yeah, that'd be the ideal way to do it, but somehow tying them all together eventually near the end of the season, which would be the best way to do it.
That's the objective of every season, regardless of the length of the season. That's always what you would want to do for your season.
Yes.
There's there's difference between a season finale and renewing a new episode for the last time. So I don't think 10 episodes is a problem in the slightest. If anything, and that was the standard for Gacha.
The school was more expanded upon, at least in exposition. We at least got a little more information about the school before we,
You want more exposition on top of what we already got on this point? I'd much rather wait
about the school. About the school, because I don't know. I just find it weird how there's 9 episodes left, and we have
we haven't seen the actual school yet.
The problem with having more exposition about the school is that I don't think the foster mom is not allowed inside of the school. She probably has very limited information about it. The fact she even knows it exists in the first place is nothing short of a miracle. So she
her son could have probably gave some information.
I guess. Although, if you go back to the hero's
Which
journey from Ghost
question?
you mentioned before,
How come the son actually
second.
wasn't at the school?
because he's
At
dead.
No, yeah, no, but how come he wasn't at school? Why did he go back home when they were hunting witches? I'm gonna be honest, that wasn't a smart move, man.
I mean, do you stay to school that you've graduated from frequently?
No, but I imagine it would also be like a good safe haven.
It might be, but also most schools don't operate in that way. If there was some sort of witch protection thing, then, well, first of all, there'd be far less, there'd be far less, experimentation on the other thing. Yeah, exactly. So already we know that's not a thing they do. So it makes sense for them to have been sent home. Or potentially it could have been back for the holidays visiting family. There's a number of reasons why someone would leave a witch school.
But also with this pilot, we also don't have the main character's motivation. Like, what does the main character want? Like, the main character is going to the witch school to, like, her main motivation never really was established her to learn magic. Like, she's just going to the witch school to be because her mom told her to. And I guess
she already was learning magic, so we know that she has a vested interest in the subject.
Yeah, but like, it never crossed her mind to go to a witch school, or go to another witch school, or look. I guess.
She didn't know they existed. She didn't know there were any that were left.
But yeah, no, it's like one of those things where I kind of wish the main character stated what she wanted out of the school, besides the fact that she's going there because her mom told her to, from a narrative standpoint, to give her the main character at least a goal in mind at the school.
I guess ultimately to make one final comparison to Alpha Witch Academy, that's something that I made sure that Erica was, hyper eager to go to her Witch Academy for that reason. It's like, well, clearly, there was a huge disaster that she was a part of that she barely survived. I showed how, Satoshi rescued her. That's why she knows who he is and why, she has a crush on him and decided to follow in his footsteps and all of that. That's what I did for her. I guess ultimately because I never show like any other relatives of hers, whether they're still alive or not. So that's probably why we didn't get something like this. But in the case of Aurora, it seems like she has agreed with what her mother said and determined that was best for her, but ultimately maybe not decided what she actually wants out of herself as of yet, which is typical for a regular teen, but ultimately not ideal for a protagonist.
Yeah.
Can I say the cheese thing? Was it too? Is it too early? If it's the one about the holes or something, I'm not sure if it has holes yet because we haven't had anything that contradicts something.
Yeah.
Too much yet.
No, well, we have to wait.
Apart from some sentences, we've got some grammatical issues.
We have to wait like an episode or two before potential holes start popping up. Which I do wonder if this show is actually scripted or not. Is this scripted?
A fair question. If it was scripted, the script itself would have probably highlighted more of the grammar issues inside of it. So there's a strong chance.
There weren't as many grammar issues as we see with some non-scripted gacha. Like some non-scripted gacha, we could literally go every like 2 minutes with every like line has like a small grammar issue, like the wrong "your" being used, lack of a comma, lack of any form of punctuation.
I guess the other suspicion is that it is that because Oreo mentioned that it was a story that she wanted to see if one of their stories actually would be suitable or like work as a series. That was the investigation. That kind of implies that they had the story already prepared and just converted it into a series. So maybe there was a plan for the story at the very least, if not a full script before starting this.
Yeah, maybe. I do wonder that. Behind the scenes, is Oreo? Wait, has Oreo been posted on their YouTube channel in years or no? Did they disappear?
Yeah, I was gonna say disappeared.
Okay.
Shortly after for season 2.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On one hand, I'm relieved. On the other, depending on since this show was held in such high regard, and Gingerbread actually gave it such a high rating towards the end after all 10 episodes. This is to say, that's somewhat of a shame. But again, we'll see how this goes because unlike Not Your Average Girl, I have not watched any further than we've seen right now. So I'm kind of curious to say this was. If Swiss cheese could talk, it would have few grammatical errors. Then okay, fine, sure. Well, all right then. Okay, I think that's a good place to leave things. We'll tune in sometime potentially next week if I'm loop back around all the stuff that I've introduced people to. But for now, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. I've done so already. Hi, Fox, who joined the very last second. On that note, until next time, farewell.
Farewell.